Hello. I hope you're doing very, 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 very well. I was just working on some polymer clay earrings, and then I thought this could be a fun video. So we have all these different kinds of sprinkles, like made out of polymer clay, little fruit, and just tons of other ones you can't see. Okay, I'm a little crazy with the Halloween ones. And we have witches' hats and cauldrons, and we have glow in the dark stars, bats, and moons. We even have eyeballs with purple irises. So, and a bunch of different like candy and sprinkles, various types. So I made my niece donut clip-on earrings, and I don't know if these are salvageable. It's little sturdy from working on, but little butterflies. I was trying. The dogs are showing their love. So I thought we could try to make a pair together. And with this, it's cool because you bake it in the oven. And it gets not like hard like a rock, but hard enough to be wearable and stay in its shape and everything. These weren't that hard on earrings, so it seems like I'm hard on everything, and even I'm not hard on earrings. So okay, what should we make? I like making different. Let's do cookies. Let's make cookie tombstones. So I found that this, the more you like kind of soften it up, like I guess it's really gross. Whenever I was little, my sister and I would always take Starbursts, and we would like smush them around exactly like this until, like, if you do that with Starbursts enough, and like it gets warm from your hand and more pliable, we would like do this with Starburst and make like burgers and hot dogs and stuff, and then eat them. Pretty gross, actually, when I think about it. But I guess it's no different than people who do this stuff with like cake fondant on like wedding cakes. But okay, well, I don't want these to be enormous, but I want like a cookie base, and I guess we'll do like purple icing, and then maybe like the tombstone sprinkles to emphasize that they're tombstones, and then a different like just regular sprinkle. We'll see how it turns out. Of course, it's almost June, and it's like a couple days short of June, and I'm making Halloween earrings. That's too thin. Okay, then we have these blades. So chop expandable, kind of. Let's make the cookies like that wide. Ow, I almost cut myself. You know, it's just a thing. It's forever with me. Okay. So we have the bottoms of them. Little rectangles. The dogs are messing with their bowls. That's wonderful. Okay, so I have these cookie cutters. I have the butterflies. I guess I'll stick to it, it'll be fine. And I want the circle. But I got them on Amazon. I think they're actually for like cutting up fruit for really picky little kid eaters. I guess who only want to eat their food if they're in fun shapes. Give me your circle. But it has a pumpkin one and stuff. I think these are cool. Get a lot more simple. Okay, so I want them like actually, I think I'm just gonna cut because this circle's too round. It's too wide of a top, I think. Actually, yeah, these have a little like notch around the top of them. So let's put a notch and then cut. I probably should put them right next to each other because it's in the way. Okay. And kind of like push it in to round it around. Okay. And then we're going to cut this one. Round this top off. Okay. I like the, you don't have to use it all at once you open a package. You can just, do we want purple? Maybe we want to go more with like pink because it'll look more icing-ish. I mean, they're kind of over the top already. I guess I could do black icing or we could do chocolate icing. Sorry, this is a big decision. Let's do this, like, this is a really good, like, Halloween purple. Let's do this. Let's do purple. I want a really thin layer of icing, so those are our tombstones. I'm gonna put a windbreaker on so we can kind of have some good windbreaker sounds. Nylon sounds. Okay. So I want this to be pretty organic and thin, so it looks like icing that really flowed and got poured on top. Okay, that's pretty thin. All right, so I'm just gonna roughly cut out about how big I want it to be. Like that. Okay. Let's cut it out with this guy. And my pugs are making really disturbing looking sounds. I just can't hassle them. They're just, you know, they're pugs. They're just barely holding on how they are. All right, so I'm gonna get this little guy up and kind of like really warm it some, so it seems, I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm sure that you can tell. I just want it to get like really drippy and like actual icing. Okay, let's see how this turns out. Let's just gonna pull it so you can still see the edges of the cookie. They kind of look like little tombstone Pop-Tarts. Okay. This guy. It's kind of like really smoothing it out. Up. There we go. Okay. Kind of smush it around there. So now we have tombstone cookies. Let's put a couple of these, not actually randomly around, but so they look like they're placed randomly. I found you don't have to push these in very hard for them to stick. Like with normal clay, you have to like score what you're attaching, score where it's going, add water, like make sure it adheres really well. But with polymer clay, you just stick it, and then when you cook it, it's really pleasant to work with. Okay, I have to make sure I put the little RIPs the same way because they are two-sided, but if you look at it from the back, it says PIR. It's like PIR, but all backwards. Okay, so we have two little tombstones on our cookies. And planchet might be kind of fun, but that might just be, they're already a little busy. So do we want to add, let's add some rainbow sprinkles. Let's add some rainbow sprinkles to them. kind of let them fall where they may, and then we'll kind of just press them in. I don't want any to. See, that was like the problem. I'm trying to get a little bit smaller area. That was the problem with the bigger full-size sprinkles, is because whenever you're working with a little thing, you fit like 3 sprinkles on it and it's full. So with this, I'm gonna just kind of push them in. And then place a couple. Like if I'm missing the green ones on one, this one doesn't have any yellow, or very much yellow. You don't want any getting on the cookie part. I'm usually more for like, I have a really, really simple jewelry, so it's kind of funny that I am so into this. But for Halloween, I'll go total kitsch, and I don't care, so you can't get much more kitschy than this, I don't think. Okay. Polymer clay is also like almost greasy, so look how cool those are. Okay, so it's not me being gross, it's the polymer clay being have a little bit of a residue to it. I don't know. It goes away when you cook it. I cook it at like 266. It says up to 15 to 30 minutes, but I think I'm gonna try these for 15 because I think I overcooked the last ones. I did a little bit, and the colors got slightly muted. And the hard part now is pulling these up without completely destroying them. Which may or may not happen. Okay. Okay, so they're displaced. Oh, I accidentally put my butterflies on the bottom. Oops. Okay. I really like these guys, so I don't want to hurt them. Actually, let's put them directly on. Just a second. No, I don't have to foil. My beautiful house slippers, so that I don't have to move these more than I absolutely have to. You cook them on a pan on top of tin foil. So let's put it there. We'll go ahead and cook our butterflies. What the hell, even though they're, this practice makes perfect, right? Okay. The dogs went out so they could bark at everyone who's not all the other dogs who aren't caged in. That's what makes them the angriest. It's when they see other dogs that are getting walked and not fenced in. Okay. Horrible preschooler butterflies and our tombstone cookies, which hopefully read. Oh my god. It's fine, everything's fine. Which hopefully read as tombstone cookies. Okay. Let's make something else. Should we make another pair? Let's make another pair. Okay. Let's do another one of these shape cutters because it's cheating. Let's do star. I'm really on a cookie theme, aren't I? We don't have to do cookies. We could just do I haven't done this yet, but I've seen where people make these earrings this way. They'll put like one coat down of one color and they add other colors to it and they punch shapes out. Let's try that. Let's do black. I'm going to use a bit of it. Even when I'm just going to roll it out, I still work it. So let's do, it'd be cool to do colors on black. Or like we can make them Lisa Frankie and put these on this. That could be fun. I guess this is the same one as this. Oh, it has white stars. Okay. Well, first I was talking about putting other colors and then rolling them all down and then punching them out. Or do I just want to add sprinkles to one color? Let's make these dangly. Purple. I think I want to use the same purple. We'll make the round, we'll make little circles and then holes in them, and then I have these hooks, circles, that I can make the little stars dangly. That would be kind of fun. If nothing else, I'll have really crazy earrings to wear for videos. But I like them. Oh, maybe we could do, let's see. Could do a gem, but I don't really want to. I want to do like a purple. Oh. Here we go. There we go. Okay, so we have 2 balls. And we'll, let's see, make a little hole on each of them, because we'll attach the back to the ball one. And then we'll put a star hole in the tip of one of the stars. Wiggle, make sure it cuts through, push, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Okay. I just kept seeing these polymer clay earrings at like, I've been going to farmers markets again and like outside art fair things, and I like to support local artists, but I bought like 2 pairs because I like the material and I like that they can be bigger, but they're not like crazy heavy, because I have this fear of like stretching my earlobes out, because my grandmother used to wear like crazy heavy earrings, and as she got older her earlobes got longer, and I guess that point just doesn't matter, but not, she didn't care and I probably wouldn't care that much. I just ended up being very curious about them as a child, so to avoid that I wear lighter earrings. Let's go ahead and pick these up and move them to the foil, so once we get the sprinkles and everything on them just how we want it, we won't have to manipulate them anymore. Pop up. Look like that, which is actually really 80s looking. Okay. Sorry if the tinfoil sound is terrible. Okay. So now let's just going to make little kid looking earrings. It's fine. And take these and place them randomly, but not randomly. Actually, not randomly at all, but we want them to look random. I'm trying to make sure I get all of the colors. One or two stars? Let's just do one star on each one because they're already giant stars. You can have them shooting off of the stars to make them look like shooting stars. Do we want some balls? Let's put a couple of these little ones. These little flat ones. Put a pink one there. Let's put blue. No, that's blue. You're right next to blue. Let's put a green one. There, and let's get these little guys. Just kind of let them sprinkle the balls all over. Oh my god. Okay, I'm a child. Okay, let's not let them fill in the hole at the top where we want to put the ring. It's kind of hard to make intentionally placed things look random. You wouldn't think it should, but it is. Okay. So hopefully this won't fall off. We're just gonna make the balls move away from our earrings so I can show them. I was thinking about Dare the other night. Here in the US, at least in my area, we had like this program that they would put elementary schoolers through that was like abstinence from drugs and alcohol until they figured out that the kids who went through the Dare program were even more likely to do drugs and do alcohol. So they stopped the program. But I went to it, and it was like its mascot was a dog, and it was a lot like Smokey the Bear. It was like a mascot telling you to do, you know, not do bad things, like start forest fires or do meth. And they would have a cop come into the classrooms and, I guess, tell horror stories to elementary school students about meth addicts and stuff. So I guess doing that made the kids do it more, so now they don't. But luckily never got into hard drugs like that. But oh my gosh, although you wouldn't be able to tell from the way these earrings look, art is my drug. But I just thought that was so interesting that used to, that's like one of those things that happened as a kid that, like, it was normal and it happened, and so I just never really second guessed it. But looking back, it's like, there were cops that like tried to do like the scare tactic thing. I guess it didn't work, but they tried. And it was kind of funny because the cop that came into my classroom was actually my neighbor. I had a neighbor cop growing up, and he moved away right before I went to high school, so there's never any issue with that. Not that I was doing anything that bad in high school anyway, but my parents would have probably contacted him and be like, how do we control our daughter? She's crazy. Okay. I probably would have ended up scared straight, like spending the night in jail or something. Anyway, those are earrings. They actually go with my windbreaker right now, so I could go full late 80s, early 90s vibe if I wanted to. Unfortunately, I don't want to. Keeping these sprinkles straight is difficult. Okay. Oh my god. Like, I was like, okay, this is going to be a non-smoking video, but like after the mild amount of stress that this was, I kind of want a cigarette. Okay, so we're gonna put these. I feel like I'm on a baking show. We're gonna put, oh no, I lost my pink one. I'm gonna put these in the oven. And then I don't know if we're gonna come back because it's pretty obvious what they look like. We'll see. I'm never gonna wear these butterflies. They're really awful. I think these might just go the way of the dodo, but I like these. Look, now it's like can I make something else out of them? Look. I wonder what would happen if I rolled these. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. Marbled. That's kind of cool. Maybe we should do a cutout of this. Let's do stars. I'm gonna just do stars. Oh wait, do I not have a? That's gonna be too thin. Let's do this a different way, and maybe it'll roll out even more interesting. Let's see. We're just experimenting. Now it kind of looks like the earth. Okay, it does look like the earth. Oh, I could do like planet ones. Okay, let's do round. Is there enough for another circle? Please. Oh yeah, just barely. Okay. Oh yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna look like Miss Frizzle. See, no wasting. We're good. Okay. Oh, the underset looks even cooler. Let's see. Oh, and that's not a circle at all anymore. Yeah, they're too thin. Okay, we doubled the thickness. And now we'll cut a circle. It lifts up and it's thick enough. And we'll cut it in half. And we'll just make them little half guys. That'll be cute. They do look very planetary. We'll just make those studs. Okay, I'm gonna put these on the cook, and then we're gonna smoke a cigarette outside, and then we'll see if these are done. Hey, okay, so just stuck some in the oven. And I'm gonna watch the timer by how long this video goes. And hopefully I won't overcook these. And the colors will still be the same. As I was thinking about DARE in elementary school, I think I've told the story before, but it's just like a doozy, so I don't mind telling this again. So whenever I was in elementary school, our school counselor didn't have an office, and she would go around to the different classrooms with like a little cart, like student counselor cart, and we would have like group sessions. It was a public school, but we would have like group therapy sessions to talk about our feelings in elementary school. And either this was like a really strategic therapy technique, or the school therapist didn't go to school for therapy. I don't know, but she thought that the best way to get kids to talk about their feelings, she sourced this pickle jar from the school cafeteria, and it was big. It was like, you know, commercial pickle jar, and it reeked of pickles and vinegar. And she made a hole in the side of it and stitched this like horrible puppet. It sounds like a joke, but it's not. This seriously happened. It probably explains some stuff, but not me. But she stitched a puppet of a pickle out of felt with like these like cockeyed like button eyes, like really terrifying probably to an adult, but we were all just like, the pickle, and it had a name, and I swear to God, I wish I knew what this pickle's name was. I think it might have been Mr. Pickle. I don't know. It had a name. I don't remember exactly what it was. I've repressed that. But we would pass this pickle around. It was kind of like whoever has the ball can talk type of thing, only whoever has the giant plastic reeking pickle jar with the Frankenstein pickle, you would make the pickle talk about your feelings. And so like when I know that like smell triggers memories, and so like when I smell pickles now, I think I'm like, not childhood trauma, because no real shit was getting shared there, But I do think about that, because she ruined pickles for me. But like, I don't know how she thought that wouldn't give children nightmare. Just this green felt and like a worm shape. It was like, they weren't straight, button eyes. I don't think it had a mouth. Your like with your hand would just kind of make a wrinkle for the mouth. She was nor a therapist nor a seamstress. But that pickle therapy, that was something out of Kentucky small town private schooling. It'd be really funny if I went to a therapist now and they were like, okay, here's the pickle. And I'd be like, it is a thing. Did anyone else's elementary school do that? Probably not. But if they did, please tell me. I want to know if she like went to some convention and got that idea. Like, you know what would be a good idea for these kids? To put their hand in a pickle, in this horrifying pickle. So that pickle was always on the cart when she would push it around room to room. Sad that stopped when I went into middle school. I guess it was admirable that they tried to help the kids in any way. But also, something that occurred to me, I went to a high school choir concert a couple days ago. Let me tell you, the kids hadn't been able to sing together for very long. One of the most interesting choir concerts I've ever been to. One of the songs was I Want It That Way by the Backstreet Boys, which was the highlight of the concert. It was someone bicycling, okay? I have the same sentiment, but don't be so loud. Anyway, it occurred to me how strange it was the high school I graduated from. Like, my graduation picture is in the years on the wall, and so is my sister's. I found hers, and then I texted a picture of herself, her graduation picture, and she went, oh God. I said, you're welcome. But our school mascot was an elderly man, which was a colonel, because we live in Kentucky. It's like the Kentucky Colonel, but like not KFC, but basically it might as well have been that our mascot was Colonel Sanders. But that's trademarked, so it was just a generic old man. And so like South High School had like a dragon. I think North had a horse, but we had an elderly man. And there was just not a lot of school spirit. So much so that like I was looking, this choir concert was in the gym. I was looking around the banners in the gym saying like all the championships they'd had, and there were like a lot in the 80s, a lot in like the 2010s, but like nothing for like early 2000s whenever I went there. And I was like, well, that makes sense, because whenever I was there, I just remember our school principal just shouting at us in the pep rally that like if we didn't clap or stand up or show school spirit, he was going to cancel the pep rallies. And then he did, and I don't actually think I had any pep rallies my senior year, so there was not very much school spirit, and I guess that's why we weren't champions those years. It was just funny that it was like devoid of that exactly when I was there. None of those dates were on those banners. Oh. Sorry about the German Shepherd barking. We're gonna finish this and go. They don't bring that dog in at night. It just barks. I bring my dogs in at night. You're lucky your owner told me that she liked my Halloween decorations last year. I wouldn't do anything to a dog. I love dogs. Barking's a bit much. Let's go inside and check out those cookies. Be right back. Okay. I think I cooked them. It was cooking just long enough to not totally wreck them. Just need to set them without making them all discolored. Oh my god, they really look like cookies. Especially because I might have cooked them a little bit too long, but that is actually perfect. Yeah, it says 15 to 30 minutes, and I cooked these for 10 minutes. So I guess the next one's going to be even shorter, but I thought since there's such a small amount of them and they're so thin, they might not need so long. That's right. Some of these balls might fall off, but that's okay. Won't mess with the aesthetic. So first, let's assemble these, and then we'll glue all of these. But I'm really happy with how the tombstones turned out. They're so cute. Okay, so I think these actually might need to be kind of a big thing because of the point in the tip of the star. Might need some swinging room. Actually, I think I'm gonna go with the biggest ring. Yeah, let's do it. This little thing, it's so easy. Okay, so we got one, and then we want it to face it. So we'll put it on facing it. Good, you gonna fit? Please don't break. There we go. Okay. Easy enough. But cute, they'll have a little bit of movement. Okay. Get in there. Please fit and don't break. Hopefully that's not what she said. That would not be good. Okay. Okay. And now we're done with that, and that. So now we need to get some earring backs. The dogs plague me. So we have these little guys that are flat on the back with the post. Oh my god, too many. Okay. So we made 3 pairs of earrings. So we need 6 of these. That's the kind of math I use. I'm actually glad these got a little bit discolored. They look so cookie-ish. Okay, so I'm gonna glue the back of these, back of these, back of these, and the back of these. And I really mind that this Gorilla Gel works really well for these, and it does. The internet didn't lie. So but the problem with the gel is that sometimes there's a little bit of liquid that comes out before the actual gel does. So you want to make sure you actually get to the gel. $6. Okay, so we're gonna put these backs right at the top of the tombstone cookies so they can be cute and hang down. And they're kind of big, so I don't want them like going up into my ear. And then we're gonna put the backs more just half the top scoop curve of these random planet mistake looking ones. And then we'll put them right at the top of the back circle on these guys. Perfect. So this actually dries really fast. And now I have 3 more pairs of earrings. Let's see. Press the surface together to 10 to 45 seconds. Yeah, I haven't done that with the other ones. You can tell it's already setting though, and this stuff is cool. Okay. So now we have our little cookie tombstones. That actually looked like baked cookies. And then we have our half. You can see the swirly better in person. Oh, I got some on my finger. I can't do this without getting it on my fingers. Oh my God, I'm gluing my fingers together. Ow. Good. Okay. And then we have these. So, thank you for hanging out with me and making 3 pairs of earrings. And I really like doing this, so if you like this video, please tell me and I can definitely make more since I'd like to. I like making all the videos, but this is a fun craft, and or requests of things I can make. Just let me know. I hope you have a good day.